the things that's always shocked me when I've talked to you is how re-architecting a platform gives you the ability to really cut down on the number of people that needs to support a significantly large set of servers and storage and equipment. So, what are some things we can do in data center ops?
Sure. So it's a combination of basically hardware, as well as a combination, a different skill set, if you will, as well as monitoring everything. And I'll kind of get into that in a bit. So we unfortunately got to get into the tech bill. There's no way I'm going to be able to get away from that.
I welcome it. Let's do it.
So bringing on what's called a hyperconverged infrastructure. And that is, the ability to actually, from a storage perspective and from a compute perspective, actually use that which is needed. And from a storage perspective in particular, to be able to scale out as needed with low-cost commodity equipment. Even the introduction of, low-cost, SSDs and so forth. So you're really distributing from a storage perspective, and you're using what you need, no more than that, but you're architected as such that you kind of keep yourself future-proof and that you can expand upon that. And even the introduction on the compute side to be able to scale, on CPUs, on RAM. And if you're now into a data science rich environment, GPU introduction, that's at the base bare metal level. And if you think of hyperconverged on top of that, we're now, I'm not going to mention vendor names, but now we have the ability to, in the same environment, bare metal servers, virtual machines, which everybody's familiar with, as we move more into a containerized environment, and our client and our vendors are moving that way, and then even further advanced for a serverless environment. So this sets us up for two potentials. One is, I talked about future proofing. As emerging technologies come in, this is the environment for them. And let's go, if you want to go into it now, we can. You mentioned earlier, this sets us up for a hybrid for potential of a cloud environment. And if you want to go there, we'll go there. But this is really setting you up for that eventuality.
So everything is software based. It's software defined. We can actually write code. We can actually have it not be written code, that the amount of volume or the load on the server will kick in additional processes and those kind of things, if the software is written to take advantage of those kind of things.
Yeah, that's correct. So workloads in a containerized environment, as they increase, multiple containers are spun up. You're exactly right. It gets away from how we used to do things where, okay, we reach capacity, now we got to throw that out and get a bigger box, right? And then we reach capacity, now we got to get a bigger box. It prevents that, every 3 years from having to just rip and replace.